Good afternoon, everyone, from Veterans Stadium. Welcome to Phillies baseball, Game 3 of the series. The Phils and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Garrett Stevenson for the Phillies. Jason Schmidt for the Buccos. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. And Andy, the Pittsburgh Pirates had a ton load of players at spring training this year, but 3 guys that are with the team now weren't even there.
It's amazing. They invited 60 players to spring training this year because they were going to go with the youth movement. But when you talk about Kevin Polkovich, Turner Ward, and Mark Smith, they were not among them. And each has come on to pay a dividend. Kevin Polkovich filling in for the injured Kevin Elster has really hurt the Phillies. 6 for 14 off the Phils this year. And the others have made a contribution, too. I mean, Mark Smith hit that home run to win that no-hit bid a week ago last night. So the Pirates up and down their lineup are a very, very interesting story.
They're hanging tough in National League Central. Polkovich has a big gang from Auburn, New York to watch him play this weekend. Whitey, the Phillies are scratch yesterday, but the Phillies have been competitive in the second half, and one of the big reasons has been the young players, Scotty Rowland and Mike Lieberthal.
Well, you know, they were hoping to see that out of some of the young players, and we've seen it out of Lieberthal, we've seen it out of Rowland. They'd like to see it a little bit out of some of the pitchers, but there's what the second half Lieberthal and Rowland have done the second half. 394 for Lieberthal and 404 for Rowland. Lieberthal leads in home runs. He's got a ton of extra base hits. Out of his 60 hits, over half are home runs, doubles, whatever. And Rowland, we know what he's done, and I mean, I think nobody's surprised at Scotty Rowland, and they're very happy with Lieberthal. He's had a problem or two with the pitchers, but that's good too. They talk about it and work it out, and you improve that way.
Garrett Stevenson has the ball for the Phillies this afternoon. Jason Schmidt for Pittsburgh. Starting lineups for you right after these messages.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Mellon PSFS. It's where you're going. By your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The health insurance companies you can lean on.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON-24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
Toyota 4Runner. Talk about smoking. Loaded 4Runner leases are going for a hot $259 a month this summer. And check out Toyota's funky fun RAV4. Automobile Magazine's Automobile of the Year. It's getting hotter by the minute, so don't wait. Get to your Toyota dealer today.
Blockbuster has all the hot summer hits, more hot new releases, and more copies of them. Absolute Power. Vegas Vacation, Relic, Beverly Hills Ninja, Metro, Scream. We're turning up the heat with thousands of great movies. Blockbuster's hot summer hits. Take them home and make it a Blockbuster night.
Back at Veterans Stadium, a beautiful afternoon for Game 3 of this 4-game series. Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This will be the last time the Phillies see the Pirates this year. Finished with Pittsburgh before any other club in the National League. Pirates have won one more game than the Phils so far in the season series with 2 games remaining. Garrett Stevenson, who is coming off a great outing at Turner Field. This is Alyssa Francona. Father Children's Day, and Alyssa Francona, Terry's daughter, is doing the starting lineups.
Batting 9, number 54, pitcher
Pitcher Garrett Stevenson. Good job, Alyssa. Alyssa announcing the starting lineups. Proud Papa Terry Francona and Dan Baker. There's Derek May's son sliding into second base in the father-children's game before the game. Always a lot of fun here at Veterans Stadium. Garrett Stevenson's son also taking part. Terry Francona's family, wife Jackie, and Terry's children. Father's children's game, always a lot of fun. Terry has 4 children: Nick, Alyssa, who we just heard on the PA, Leah and Jamie, and Jordan Michael Morandini. And the kids had a good time. Always a lot of fun here at the ballpark. Pre-game father-children's game as the Phillies take the field for the 3rd game of this series. Gene Lamont's starting lineup for Pittsburgh today. Tony Womack, second base, leads off. Jermaine Allensworth in center field bats second. Al Martin, the left fielder, hitting 3rd. Kevin Young, first base, bats 4th. Dale Swaim, 3rd base, hitting 5th. Jason Kendall will catch and bat 6th. Mark Smith in right field hitting 7th. Kevin Polkovich, the shortstop, bats 8th. Jason Schmidt pitching, hitting 9th. That lineup facing Garrett Stevenson.
Yeah, Garrett coming off his best major league game, a complete game against the Atlanta Braves, and I think he only gave up 4 hits, but he was throwing strikes. He was throwing a lot of first ball strikes, and that really paid off for him.
Yeah, he walked only 2 Braves in that last outing. 40 strikeouts and 20 walks in 56 innings. So far since joining the Phils from Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Defensively behind Garrett Stevenson, Scott Rowland at 3rd base, Kevin Stocker at shortstop, Mickey Morandini at second, Rico Brogna at first, Mike Lieberthal catching, Greg Jeffries in left, Midre Cummings in center, and Darren Dalton in right. Stocker was a question mark. The umpires today: Larry Vanover behind the plate, Jerry Crawford at first, Ed Montague at second, and Wally Bell at third. Stocker got hit by a pickoff throw yesterday above the left eye, and Kevin, okay, he had some stitches in that eye, but he is all right. He has it bandaged. But Stocker in the starting lineup. There you see the bandage above his left eye.
Yeah, he's the guy that got picked off. They were trying to pick Womack off. Womack got bunged up a little bit. Tyler Green hit him with a couple of pickoff throws.
67th anniversary wishes today to Bill and Catherine Aljo, Sharon Hill, from Jody Boone, and from us. Tony Womack hitting at .271. Womack got a couple of hits in yesterday's game. For the most part, he has not hurt the Phillies in his career. 1 strike to him. Just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball, fair ball down the right field line. Kicks off the fence and back toward the infield. Morandini has to get it. Womack will get 3 on it.
Ooh.
Now he's going to almost try to make an inside the park home run, which he has had this year. But he'll hold at 3rd base with a triple, his 9th 3-base hit of the year.
Yeah, had Womack picked up his coach a little earlier, he probably would have scored, because Morandini bobbled the ball down there. Bobbled it a couple times, couldn't pick it up. Here it is, a blistering ball right inside the bag, first base bag. I see Morandini got confused there, and had he just kept going, he'd have made it. No question.
He'll settle for 3, and he is now tied for the league lead with Delino DeShields and triples with 9. It'll bring up Jermaine Allensworth. Pops a foul, coming back and out of play. One strike to Allensworth, who's hitting at .251.
This Pittsburgh team, they really swing the bat. They swing at everything. They don't always have to be strikes. Very aggressive.
Just a little bit high. 1-1 the count to Allensworth.
Our buddy Mage McDonald, send him best wishes. He's recuperating from surgery in Northeast Philadelphia, and he's home.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's a change up here.
Yep. Got a good change and a good curveball. He'll spot his fastball.
Mage McDonald is celebrating a birthday, Harry. 76.
God bless him. Hope to see Mage back here real soon. Into left field. That should get the run home. It'll be caught by Jeffries, but waltzing home will be Womack, and the Pirates take a 1-0 lead here in the first inning.
This could have been worse. That was a hanging curveball. Hung up there for Allensworth.
That'll bring up Al Martin. Martin batting at .283. It's Garrett Stevenson's first appearance against the Pirates. Over the glove of Stevenson, but Morandini has it and makes the play. Martin's retired, 2 down. And it brings up Kevin Young.
Now, Mickey was charging this hard all the way. It's a good thing that Stevenson didn't deflect it. He almost got up there. And being able to just get Martin. Good scoop by Bronya.
Brings up Kevin Young. He's having a good year for the Buccos, hitting at .295. 12 homers, 52 RBIs. 1 ball and no strikes to Kevin Young. Fouls it out of play. 1-1. Birthday wishes to Dave Herlihy, longtime Harrisburg broadcaster today. Dave celebrating his 61st. One and 2 to Kevin Young.
And to Cooney Jones up in East Stroudsburg. All his friends wish him a happy birthday. It was yesterday.
Serves a base hit to right field. Dalton over to cut it off. Young's going to try for 2. Dalton's throw is going to be in time to get Kevin Young. Dalton to Kevin Stocker will retire the side. No runs, or rather 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and none left after 1/2. Pirates 1. Phil's coming to bat.
Welcome to the Nissan store. Let's look at the Maxima. Oh, look at that. Sleek, sophisticated. Hold your horses there, big fella. Ooh, Bose CD audio system, leather seating surfaces, automatic temperature control. I'm almost finished. What'll really excite you is Maxima's 190 horsepower V6 engine. No wonder we can't keep him around.
When I call, I may need a lot of answers.
Almost any question you might have, we can answer. From how much your bill is, the date that the bill's mailed out, the date that it's due, any past due balances, if you have any questions about whether we receive payments, any type of usage, we can tell you how much different appliances will cost to use. We can even tell you how much it costs to run your hot tub. Good morning. Thank you for calling Pico Energy. My name is Judy. How may I help you?
Superstars t-shirt featuring some of your favorite Major League Baseball superstars. Courtesy of Pico Energy when the Phillies play the Cardinals Sunday, August 3rd at 1:35. Good seat locations start at just $5. Call 463-1000.
Bottom of the first at Veterans Stadium. Terry Francona's starting lineup. Midray Cummings in center field leads off. Mickey Morandini second base bats second. Darren Dalton right field hitting third. Scott Rowland, third base, hits fourth. Greg Jeffries, left field, batting fifth. Rico Brogna at first base, hits sixth. Mike Lieberthal, catching, batting seventh. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, hits eighth. And Garrett Stevenson, the pitcher, batting ninth, facing Jason Schmidt, the 24-year-old.
Yeah, they got him out of the Braves organization, and Pirates, some of the Pirates at least, think this fella's their best pitcher and a pretty good pitching staff.
Pretty good strikeout walk ratio. He's faced Phillies only twice, both times in relief. This will be his first start against the Phillies. Originally an 8th round pick of the Atlanta Braves in the '91 draft, coming over here in the Denny Nagel deal. Dale Swaim at third, Kevin Polkovich at shortstop, Tony Womack at second, Kevin Young at first, Jason Kendall catching, Al Martin, Jermaine Allensworth, and Mark Smith in the outfield from left to right. Midray Cummings leads it off for the Phils. Fastball over for a strike. Cummings hitting a 192. As a Phil, he's batting at 211. Came over from these Pirates, and he looks at a couple of strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Midray Cummings.
Cummings thinks those are a little outside. They might be a little outside. They're not much.
Fouls it off. 48th anniversary wishes to Alan Carroll Moore, Glassboro, New Jersey, from their children Linda, Al, Patty, and Tom, and from us. Wide, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it out of play. Belated birthday wishes to Harris Bickhardt from Spring City, his 71st, from wife Tina and from us. Laid off the low breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Midray Cummings. Pirates lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first.
Camilo DeFelice in Newcastle, Delaware, 100.
Wow.
Today.
Again, he tried to check. This time he is rung up by Wally Bell. Same type of check swing. He got away with the first one, didn't get away with this one, and Wally Bell rings him up. 1 down.
It's what you call splitting hairs, Harry. That's about the same swing he had. You know, that half swing is hard to call. You let him get away with it once, not twice.
Mickey Morandini hitting at 302, takes it low for a ball, 1-0. One to Morandini.
He's throwing that fastball in the low 90s.
On the inside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Setting up outside, just missed the outside corner, 2-2. Schmidt comes out of Kelso, Washington. Full count to Morandini. Jim White, a former Usher supervisor here at the ballpark, worked for the Phillies for 40 years. Watching the ball game today, celebrating his 79th birthday. Happy birthday, Jim. Full count to Morandini. In the air to right center field. Mark Smith is there, but he's called off by Allensworth. The center fielder makes the catch.
Nissan scouting report on Jason Schmidt. Good fastball, curve, slider. Say that's his best pitch, changeup. He does have some movement on that fastball. Has a little tail on it.
Darren Dalton looks at a strike, 0-1. Dutch hitting at 262. Inside corner. Larry Vanover is going to call the corners today. Swing the bats. One ball and 2 strikes to Darren Dalton. Rounds it sharply foul, first base side. 1-2.
There was a strike.
Just missed.
Didn't get the call, but that looked like a good pitch. Must have thought it was low.
Finds a foul, right field side. Congratulations to Colleen and Ted Demopoulos and for daughter Alexandra Diane. Grandparents and family, and from all of us. Two and 2 to Dalton. 2 outs, no base runners. Reaches out and pops a foul. Will come behind the Pirate dugout.
Sends our best along to Jim Gugiano, I believe they pronouncing it right. West Jersey Hospital, longtime Phillies fan.
Dalton stays alive with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cleveland leads Boston in the top of the 3rd, 3-0. John Valentin a home run. He had 2 of them yesterday. Dalton goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Jason Schmidt. No runs, hits, errors, and none left at the end of 1-0 Pittsburgh.
There's one luxury car that's not a cliche.
What is it?
La Millennia by Mazda. An icon of style. An oasis of comfort. An exhibition of grace. Very refined. Very personal. Millennia. Your private label luxury car. Lease for $329.
The most prestigious national authority on evaluating managed health plans has awarded Keystone Health Plan East a full accreditation.
By meeting all of the NCQA's rigorous standards, Keystone is among the top 20% of the nation's HMOs, receiving the highest accreditation possible.
We will continue to work hard to merit this accreditation.
Because we've understood how important quality health care is for you and your family for nearly 60 years.
For unsurpassed quality,
you can lean on us.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Venture. It's the only minivan to offer a separate front and rear sound system, because kids don't ever listen to the same music their parents do. Chevy Venture is here.
Lease a Chevy Venture for just $289 a month for 39 months. Initial payment $18.14.
After 1 inning of play, Pittsburgh 1, Phillies 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow afternoon's final game of the series with the Pirates at 1 here on WB 17, and Tuesday night's game with the Giants starting at 10, also on WB 17. Dale Swaim leads it off, takes one inside for a ball. Swaim hitting at 297. Switch hitter batting .304 left-handed. Fouled it in and out of the glove of Mike Lieberthal. 1-1.
Swaim's had a good year for this ball club.
Yes, he has. He's played third. He's played short. He's played some first.
Some big hits, too.
Cues that one foul off the end of his bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Schmidt going for Pittsburgh, and Garrett Stevenson will get a lot of these Pirate hitters out in front of his good changeup. He's got good motion with his change. Low 2-2. Still 2-2 to Dale Swain. Here to right center. It's deep, but Dalton's back there right at the on the warning track, makes the catch. Swain out on a deep fly ball. Mary Teresa Murphy of Roxborough, Pennsylvania, big Phillies fan, especially of that Dutch Dalton, celebrating a birthday today. Have a great day, Terry. Here's Jason Kendall. He's hitting at .293. He's been hot, a 10-game hitting streak, hitting at .486 in the last 10 ball games. Overall batting .293. One strike to Kendall. Pirates are leading 1-0. Leadoff triple by Tony Womack and a sac fly by Jermaine Allensworth. 1-1. Just missed with that curveball.
High curve, Harry. They don't call that pitch anymore. That was a strike maybe 30 years ago.
Ground ball deep short. Stocker backhands, throws, not in time. Kendall beats it out. Kendall now is it safely in 11 consecutive games.
He moves pretty well. He got down that line in a hurry.
Yep.
If he'd been a step slower, he'd never beat that play. Stocker, you know, got to it nicely. Got set nicely. Pretty good throw. Late.
They'll bring up Mark Smith. Smith, originally a first-round draft pick of Baltimore in the '91 draft. He was the 9th player selected in that draft. Kind of spent most of his time in the minors with the Orioles. He had a cup of coffee in '94. Played in 37 games in '95 and 27 games in '96. One of the guys that was not in that big Pirate camp this spring when they had 60 players in camp, but signed by the Pirates, and he was tearing them up at Calgary, their AAA club. 372 with 14 home runs. Stevenson falls behind him 2-0. Jason Kendall at first with 1 out here in the second. Mark Smith out of USC. Ball's behind him, 3-0.
Smith broke up that no-hitter, of course, the 10th inning, and that ball he hit was a bullet in the bleachers.
Well, he preserved the no-hitter. Cordova and Rincon combined for the no-hitter, and he hit that home run off Hudek of Houston to win the game.
Yeah.
Give them a no-hitter. So he didn't break up.
No, he didn't break it up. He broke up the game.
Right. 2 men on base with 1 out for Kevin Polkovich. This copyright telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Phillies and WPHL TV. Polkovich from Auburn, New York, hitting at .297. Ball and no strikes. One to Kevin Polkovich. Host and hostess supervisor Bill Hauser and wife Wilma, proud grandparents of Richard Colton Hauser, born 2 days ago. Mother Margie and Father Rick doing well. 8 pounds 10 ounces is Richard Colton Hauser. Chased a high pitch and he popped him up. Scott Rowland fighting the sun makes the play and foul ground. 2 down with 2 men on base for pitcher Jason Schmidt. Schmidt batting at .133. 1 double. He has knocked in 1. Nothing. Jason Schmidt, the pitcher. One ball and 1 strike. Garrett Stevenson coming over to the Phils in the Todd Zeal, Pete Incaviglia deal from Baltimore. He was an 18th round pick of the Orioles in '92. On the inside corner, 1-2 to Schmidt. Garrett out of Tacoma Park, Maryland, now makes his home in Kimberly, Idaho. A curveball struck him out. First strikeout for Stevenson. That'll be it for the Pirates in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They lead 2. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Pittsburgh.
There's a journey each of us takes.
Hey, Simon, no fighting while I'm gone.
Okay, we'll wait until you get home.
A journey called life.
I'm a total screw up. Not total.
And the place it takes you is 7th Heaven. Millions of people have discovered this funny and insightful show.
Well, I bet you can't wait till you have enough hair to use a blade in that.
And critics call it TV's most inspirational new series.
Bye.
7th Heaven.
Monday at 8 on WB 17.
If you've been postponing the purchase of a brand new truck, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $13.50 off on a Dodge Dakota or up to $11.85 in package value discounts on a Dodge Ram. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance. Because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
In the world of tools, there's only one true craftsman. Craftsman makes anything possible.
Yeah.
Oh, great prices.
If you like bargains, check out 10321.
10321 saves me 50% on all calls over 20 minutes.
I can call Canada for 9 cents a minute.
I didn't even have to sign up.
10321. Dial it to save.
Pirates lead 1-0 as we move to the bottom of the second. Our trivia question is brought to you by the new Dodge. Since 1940, one player won 4 batting titles while playing for 2 different teams. Can you name the player and the teams? Fans, if you'd like to play along with Rich on our trivia question, email us with your guesses to WB17Phils, care of AOL.com. And for more information on the Phillies, check out our AOL site at keyword WB17 Sports. Scott Rowland leads it off for the Phils. Rowland hitting at .298. 12 homers, 58 RBIs. 1-0 to Rowland. Two and one. Along our best to Marcia Colbridge. Great inspiration to young people in the Delaware Valley. Marcia's a Little League umpire in Cheltenham. Womack has good range. And he gets Rowland by his stride. 1 down. Our third business person special of the year brought to you by Mellon PSFS. Coming up tomorrow, don't forget Kurt Schilling will be pitching that game tomorrow at 1:05. Take the afternoon off and enjoy Kurt Schilling against the Buccos. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. When you call that number for tickets, be sure to ask about our daily special. Craig Jeffries takes a called strike. Jeffries hitting at .249. Chases a low changeup. There's Kurt Schilling, National League leader in strikeouts. He'll be pitching tomorrow against Esteban Loaiza. 0-2 to Jeffries. Low 1-2. Marcia Colbridge not only umpires Little League in Cheltenham, he's coach of a challenge baseball team. Children with disabilities. Popped up to Tony Womack. Jeffries retired. 2 down. And it'll bring up Rico Bronya. Bronya batting at .254. Always been a good hitter against Pittsburgh. A lifetime .355 hitter against the Pirates. One strike to Rico Bronya. Fouls it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Los Angeles, Atlanta tied 2-2. They're in the 4th inning. Fred McGriff counting for the 2 Brave runs with a base hit. One ball and 2 strikes to Rico Bronya. Edgardo Alfonso having a good year for the Mets puts New York on top of Cincinnati 3-0 after 1 inning of play.
What happened to that Colorado team, Harry? They really hit the skids.
They sure have.
They lost 14 out of 15.
Yeah.
Larry Walker went under the 400 mark with an 0-for-9 day yesterday against doubleheader against the Cubs.
They got beat both games, and Colorado's lost 8 in a row. They're now in last place in National League Central. San Diego's moved in front of Colorado. Colorado, before the All-Star game, had been pushing San Francisco. Now they are 10.5 games back. Ronya called out on strikes. That's the third strikeout for Jason Schmidt. Phillies go down and turn in the second. No runs, hits, errors, none left after 2, 1-0 Pirates.
Welcome to the Nissan store. Let's look at the Maxima. Oh, look at that. Sleek, sophisticated. Hold your horses there, big fella. Ooh, Bose CD audio system. Leather seating surfaces, automatic temperature control. I'm almost finished. What'll really excite you is Maxima's 190 horsepower V6 engine. No wonder we can't keep him around.
Blockbuster has all the hot summer hits, more hot new releases, and more copies of them. Absolute Power, Vegas Vacation, Relic, Beverly Hills Ninja, Metro, Scream. We're turning up the heat with thousands of great movies. Blockbuster's hot summer hits. Take them home and make it a Blockbuster night.
Business Person Special, sponsored by Mellon PSFS. Monday, July 21st, 105. The Phillies, the Pirates, the fun, the sun. Great seat locations starting at just $5. Call 463-1000.
You've been smart to hold off buying a new car because the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With package value discounts on select models up to $600 or cash savings up to $1,500. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance. Because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Tony Womack leads it off for Pittsburgh here in the third. He accounted for the Pirates' run with a triple scored on a sacrifice fly. One ball and no strikes to Womack. Womack made the All-Star team. 27-year-old. Has a master's degree from North Carolina in sports management. Fouls this one out of play, 1-2. Our trivia question of the afternoon brought to you by the new Dodge. Since 1940, one player won 4 batting titles while playing for 2 different teams. Can you name the player and the teams?
Since 1940, I mean, what does that mean? I mean, since 1940, I guess.
Means, yeah, we didn't want to include some of those old dudes. An era which you should remember, Whitey, the 1940s.
Oh, I do remember. I'm thinking
40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Bill Madlock won 4 batting titles.
That's it.
Is it?
That's exactly right.
Texas and Chicago.
No, not Texas. Not Texas. The Cubs, yes.
Not Texas.
No. Those Buccos. Won batting crowns in 75 and 76 with the Cubs, and 81 and 83 with these Pittsburgh Pirates.
How about that? Yeah, that's right. I should have known. I remember him with Pittsburgh. He was a good hitter.
Very good hitter. Surprised the Cubs let him get away. Full count to Tony Womack, and continues to foul off the good ones. Pretty well struck to right center, but Dalton is there. Makes the catch, 1 down. First 2 games of this series, the wind was really a factor, knocking balls down to right and helping them to left. It's not going to be quite as much of a factor, the winds today. Jermaine Allensworth hit a sacrifice fly that knocked in the lone run of this game, his first time up. Pirates are 1 game behind Houston in National League Central. And a game ahead of St. Louis. Houston playing at Montreal today. Into shallow right. Dalton coming on. 2 down. Dutch has had a busy afternoon. That'll bring up Al Martin.
Caught 3 and threw a guy out. Second base. Had 2 long runs to catch 2 of those fly balls. Poor Dutch volunteered to play a little bit, and he's playing all the time.
Didn't get the day off yesterday, but he's played almost every game. 1 ball and no strikes to Al Martin.
Probably the happiest guy on the field that he's playing. Nobody thought he'd do this.
2-0. Chase the 2-0 off-speed pitch. 2 balls and a strike to Al Martin. Pirates don't get many walks. They have the second fewest walks in the National League. Only Montreal has walked fewer times than Pittsburgh. They're pretty much a free swinging club. 2-2 the count to Martin. Off the end of his bat, foul. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. They do get on base by getting hit by pitches. Major League leading 60 times. They're on record to set an all-time record for being hit by pitch balls. Martin goes down swinging on the off-speed pitch. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Pirates.
Nobody does it like you.
Nobody has harnessed the power of the wind like Wind Tunnel by Hoover. A breakthrough in cleaning power. Hoover tested Wind Tunnel against other leading brands. The difference is remarkable. Others scatter much of the dirt, but Wind Tunnel channels the power of the wind, picking up more dirt than any other clean air upright. Only from
Hoover, nobody
Wind Tunnel technology.
does it like you.
Dodge Avenger has pretty much turned the notion that sport coupes are expensive and cramped upside down. So much so that when the numbers were tabulated for Strategic Vision's Total Quality Award for Best Ownership Experience, Avenger came up co-winner in its class. Avenger, further evidence that the new Dodge is on a roll. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months or cash back.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON-24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your local Dodge dealers. The more things change, the more things look like the new Dodge. By Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. This Bud's for you. Mike Lieberthal leads it off for the Phils, hitting at .235. Leads the Phillies in home runs with 13. 39 runs batted in. Bottom half of the 3rd inning, Pittsburgh leading at 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Lieberthal. Inside, 2-0. Fouled it off his foot at the plate. 2 balls and a strike to Mike Lieberthal.
Lieberthal on June 28th was hitting 194.
Wow. Yeah, he is.
Well, he's come up 40 points. That's a significant increase at this time of the year.
Another hit for Mike Lieberthal. That's the Phillies' first hit of the ball game. A solid single to left. And we'll bring up Kevin Stocker.
Jumped on this fastball and really ripped it past the third baseman.
Stocker hitting at .251. Fastball on the inside corner. Lieberthal at first, nobody out here in the third. Pirates lead at 1-0. Very high, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Stocker.
See that little cut above his left eye? Got hit with a pickoff throw yesterday. Stitches.
Ground ball. Young throws to second. One return throw didn't get Stocker. Jason Schmidt was not on the bag, but they get the lead runner. Stocker at first on a fielder's choice. That'll bring up Garrett Stevenson.
An off-balance throw there, but a good throw for Polkovich. But the pitcher, you're right, he didn't have the bag. Just couldn't get his feet on it.
Foul tips the bunt try. 1 strike to Garrett Stevenson. Stevenson batting .133. Does have 1 sacrifice. Gets that bunt down. Sacrifice is good. It goes Kendall to Womack. Moves Stocker to second base. Where with 2 outs, it'll bring on Midre Cummings. Gene Lamont, manager of the Pirates, has done an excellent job with this ball club. Lowest payroll in baseball, and they're hanging tough in National League Central.
I was told by one of the scouts that Pirates really have some good young prospects that are going to be moving up in a year or two. This team in '97 won't be nearly the same team as '99 because, you know, they're going to lose some players and they're going to bring some up. Anytime you get real good with this team where you can make some money, you're going to be gone.
Line drive left field. Martin makes the running catch. Well hit by Cummings, but caught by Martin. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. Andy Musser and Chris Wheeler come along in the 4th inning. At the end of 3, it's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON-24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
Get 4A financing on Ford Explorer at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Buying a new wet dry vac? Remember, only one has 2 separate tanks. One for wet, one for dry. So it never leaves a mess in the tank.
Nobody does it like you.
Superstars T-shirt featuring some of your favorite Major League Baseball superstars. Courtesy of Pico Energy when the Phillies play the Cardinals Sunday, August 3rd at 1:35. Good seat locations start at just $5. Call 463-1000.
Travel provided by U.S. Airways. U.S. Airways offers the only daily nonstop service from Philadelphia to Rome, Italy.
Back here at Veterans Stadium, 1-0. The Pirates lead the ball game. Headed to the 4th inning now on Kids Appreciation Day. Kevin Young leads it off. Young has a single, but he tried to make it into a double, and he was out. Garrett Stevenson has given up 3 hits and walked 1 batter. 1 ball and 1 strike on Young. He'll be followed by Swaim and Kendall as the Pirates bat here in the 4th inning. How to play down the right side. Aside from Al Martin Wheels, I guess Young is the position player with the Pirates with the most experience, as I say, aside from Martin.
Yeah, he's a guy that wasn't even with them last year. He was with them for a while. They let him go, and then he came back this year, and he's done a pretty good job for them. Gives them some power. And when Mark Johnson didn't play real well at first, he has played well at first base, defensively especially.
They farmed out Mark Johnson for a time. He's back with the ball club now, but serving as a pinch hitter. Certainly Johnson has had his moments against the Phillies. Stevenson had never faced the Pirates before today. And tomorrow is the last game of the year between these 2 ball clubs. I mean, here are a couple of teams that used to be division rivals. They aren't anymore. Fly ball to Jeffries. Ball was carrying out that way yesterday. That probably been a home run the way the wind was blowing here yesterday. You see where Jeffries is as it is.
Yeah, it was also a changeup too, so he had to supply all his own power, and he just got out in his front foot a little bit. And the combination of that and the wind not blowing the way that it was yesterday kept that ball in the ballpark.
1 out. Here's Dale Swaim. He hit 1 out the opposite way yesterday. Jeffries swore he was going to be able to catch that. We thought he was going to be able to too, and he wound up banging against the wall, and the ball dropped over. Swaim hits 1 high to right field. Dalton's got to play here. 2 out.
Garrett Stevenson will be a fly ball pitcher more than a ground ball pitcher because his best pitch is a changeup, also curveball, and kind of a high type of fastball. So he's not a guy that's going to sink the ball and get those kind of things a lot. So you're going to see a lot of balls in the air normally off him, and that's what's happening here this afternoon.
2 outs in the inning. The batter is Jason Kendall. Got an infield single first time up to the hole. One ball and no strikes on Kendall. He was their all-star representative last year when the Pirates brought him up as a rookie, and he caught almost the entire schedule last year. He was hit by 15 pitches a year ago, and he's been hit by 23 pitches this year. Not tough enough to be a catcher, but he is headed for, could be headed for an all-time record.
Well, he runs so well. You know, he can keep his average up a little bit, especially for a catcher. And he showed that on that infield hit. He hasn't been behind the plate that many years. So as a result, he's not all beaten up yet.
He will be if he stays back there and keeps getting hit by pitches at the plate, right?
Yeah. I would like to send best wishes along for a speedy recovery to Greg Klein, who's the son of Dave and Patty Planamento. Dave with a ground crew here for a long time, and brother of Adam Planamento. He got hit by a car down in Fort Lauderdale when the Phillies were down there and recovering from some surgery. So we hope Greg feels better real soon. Sorry he messed up his Florida vacation.
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it?
He was rollerblading when he got hit, evidently, and got banged up a little bit.
That's what happened to Larry Dierker.
Yeah.
Dirk twisted a knee rollerblading back to the team hotel from Wrigley Field. Punch shot, base hit down the left field line. Probably extra bases for Kendall. Jeffries gets it off the wall, and it's a double. Kendall 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's what will happen with changeup sometimes, and he has such a good one. But if you hang it a little bit and the hitter stays back, sometimes he'll just hit it off the end of the bat, and that's what he does here. It's just up a little, and it really wasn't a bad pitch. I think you have to give Kendall credit for that. See how he one-hands it? Because he's out in front, but he had just enough that he had stayed back in his swing that he was able to just kind of loop it down the line. Good job by the ball girl getting out of the way there.
So the Pirates have a 2-out hit, and Mark Smith will bat now. Smith drew a walk his first plate appearance. A double for Kendall, and he's 2 for 2. Smith is the guy that hit a pinch home run for the Pirates a week ago last night to win that 10-inning no-hitter. Winning it for Rincon in relief of Francisco Cordoba, who went 9 shutout innings. No-hit innings.
Talk about a town who's trying to win fans. What could be better than a no-hitter? Win the game in the bottom of the 10th inning and have a sellout crowd. It was storybook for the Pirates last week.
All of that happened a week ago last night.
Yeah. And we saw that game when we got back to our hotel too in Florida, because we'd gotten rained out that night and got a chance to see a lot.
Right. ESPN picked it up under bonus coverage. There's a little bouncing ball. Rowland, who really covers a lot of ground, makes the play. Rowland with more total chances than any other National League third baseman. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
On Unhappily, Tiffany's summer job gives new meaning to working stiff.
Dead body. Dead body.
At least Ryan's there to help.
Call 911.
911!
On the phone.
911! Unhappily. And on a special day and time, the Wayans brothers' grandma's dating again.
Grandma with a man. What an ugly picture.
It's a special Sunday Wayans after Unhappily.
Tonight, beginning at 9 on WB 17.
With my old health plan, I needed a referral to see my gynecologist. Now, look, I'm a big girl, but the whole ordeal was kind of uncomfortable. But that was then. We switched to Keystone, you know, back by the Blues. They don't make me get permission to see my gynecologist. They understand that I can handle it myself whenever I choose.
Direct Access, another innovation from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
Keystone understands women.
How to fit a ton of features into a half-ton truck. The Mazda SE5.
Mazda SE5. Well, I want it all.
The Mazda SE5. Have it all for $11,950.
Mazda SE5.
Lease the Mazda SE5 for $159 a month.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, who invite you to test drive Ford's all-new Expedition. And by Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile, who has the largest network on the East Coast, because your calls must go through. Pirates ahead 1-0. That's a spot where it's kind of cool today. The Phillies dugout, and it's not so bad up here in the booth. And we have a youngster with us today. Richie Myers is here. It's a Youngsters Appreciation Day here at the ballpark today. So this young man was selected on the way in today to represent the youth of America here. Congratulations. That's quite an honor for you.
Thanks. Hi.
Where are you from, Richie?
Rutledge, Pennsylvania. It's in Delaware County.
Delaware County. Yeah, that's your territory, isn't it, Wheels?
Oh, yeah, Newtown Square.
Let's make this young man feel at home. What's your interest in baseball?
I like the good action, and like diving plays and home runs.
Well, I bet you've appreciated watching Scott Rowland this year.
Yeah, I think I just think he's good.
Who's your favorite Phillies player?
It's Scott Rowland.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you get a chance to see him in this inning.
Yeah.
That'll be good to have him come up when you're here.
Well, I'll tell you, when he comes to the bat, would you like to do a little play-by-play?
I guess.
Okay. Don't let me talk you into anything now. I mean, Mickey takes a strike. Mickey flied out to center field his first time up.
Trust us, it's not that tough. You can handle it.
Don't be giving away any secrets now, Wheels.
There's Scott.
Mickey takes a walk. Jason Schmidt has walked his first batter of the afternoon. Mickey, serving as a leadoff hitter, gets aboard, and Darren Dalton will bat.
You play Little League? Babe Ruth or anything?
I did. I'm going to start again this year and try out for school.
What would be Babe Ruth League? Yeah.
No. Strathaven High School.
Oh, you're going to go? Oh, you mean you're going to play in high school? I meant during the summer if you were playing anytime.
No.
Richie Myers is 14 years of age. Well, here's Dutch. Dutch struck out first time around. Rowland's on deck, so we'll let Richie rest and get ready for his play-by-play moment here. You know, the last guy we had in here doing what you were going to do, we turned the mic over to him, and the batter hit a home run. So be ready, okay? Get your home run call worked up. There's Kendall checking with his hurler, Schmidt. Schmidt had not walked anybody until he walked Morandini, and now he misses on the first pitch here to Dalton. Dutch, by the way, among the league leaders in walks. Darren has walked 52 times. Sure, Darren comes back refreshed today. He had the entire game off yesterday. Wasn't even used as a pinch hitter.
Or a runner when they needed one in the ninth inning.
That's right. Used a catcher as a pinch runner. There's a ball driven to center field. Allensworth back. Can't get it. He falls down, backed up by Martin. Morandini coming around. The play comes to third for Darren Dalton, his 6th triple of the year in a tie ball game.
I think that's a career high for him, too. That Allensworth did not play that ball very well. He kind of drifted on it instead of going after it aggressively. And then when he got to the wall, he hadn't gotten to the wall. I think those are his cleat marks in the wall there where he tore the padding away. You see right here, this ball takes off more than he expected. Looks like a sinker out over the plate. Now see, he's kind of drifting here. He never gets to the wall, and then his foot gets caught in the padding there, and he tears the padding right there at the wall. But the problem with that play for him was he never was under control. He never got to the wall and judged that ball correctly. And here comes Martin into the picture. Did a good job backing it up.
Now batting is Scott Rowland, and we're going to call in our young friend Richie Myers to call the action here. Now be ready, Richie, because you might have a run score here to give the Phillies the lead with a runner at third, okay?
Okay.
Count is 1-0.
Ball. Count 2-0.
Now he called it a strike. But you're right, it was inside.
Yeah, Richie, you are right.
Watch the umpire, though.
Yeah, we get fooled by him a lot.
You called the pitch correctly, though.
Foul. 1-1.
Scott Rowland grounded out to second his first time up today, and it was a pretty good play out there by Womack. Scotty's in a good groove right now. He's batted safely in 5 straight ball games. What do you think's the best part of his game?
His hitting. Yeah. And his playing at third base.
Yeah.
Hit. It's out first.
Out at first, and Dalton stays at third base on that little squibber.
I think he was trying to get time right before that pitch. It looked like Rowland's was starting to step back a little bit. He may have been asking for time. I don't know whether we can see it on a replay or not, but he came back and he wasn't really ready to hit that pitch. And, you know, you saw him kind of squirt it towards right. You don't get time just by asking for it.
Well, now, since the Pirates got an out, they're going to play the infield in and try to choke off the run. Here's Jeffries. They wanted to stay away from the big inning, but now they're going to go ahead and take a chance.
Watch what I'm talking about here. Watch. See, he asked for time. He's put his hand up. He didn't get it, and as a result, he wasn't ready to swing the bat then.
So he probably shouldn't have swung the bat.
Well, it may have been strike 3 called, Andy, because the pitch was close, you know, and he had 2 strikes on him, so he probably had to.
Yeah.
But there's a perfect example of, you know, you don't ask for time normally by putting your hand up. You ask for it orally, because if you don't get it, you don't have both hands on the bat in time.
2-0 pitch to Jeffries. This is not going to get the run in. The infield was in, but Womack is in position to make the catch. And the fans are getting on Jeffries a bit. Well, that's the second out.
I just want to say something before I have to go. I want to say hi to my family in the Clodners, in Wallingford, and the Myers. And my dad's parents, they live in Wildwood. And I just want to say hi.
Nice going, Richie. I mean, here's a guy that, you know, he didn't have all night to think about this either. You know, he was selected at the gate on the way in the ballpark today to represent the youth here. Ground ball to first. That'll end the inning as the play is made by Young. Richie Myers, 14 years of age from Rutledge, has been here as our guest today. Nice going, Richie. See you a little later. Best to you.
Bye.
1-1 ball game.
Nice going.
Here's a look at this week's Mellon PSFS Financial Scoreboard, featuring our best CD rates.
There's a sea of minivans out there, but one stands above the rest. Ford Windstar, the only minivan to earn the government's 5-star safety rating, higher than Dodge and Chrysler. A 200-horsepower V6 is more powerful, too. And over 40 standard safety features help keep your family safe. Ford Windstar, an island of quality and safety in the sea of life. Now get $1,000 cash back on Windstar, or low 4.8 financing for 48 months. Only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Welcome to the Nissan store. Let's look at the Maxima. Oh, look at that. Sleek, sophisticated. Hold your horses there, big fella. Ooh, Bose CD audio system, leather seating surfaces, automatic temperature control. I'm almost finished. What'll really excite you is Maxima's 190 horsepower V6 engine. No wonder we can't keep them around.
Check out how they scored in a 1-1 ball game. Allensworth with a sacrifice fly after Womack's leadoff triple, and then Darren Dalton triples in a run. Phillies tie the game, but the negative for the Phillies, man on third with nobody out and don't score the go-ahead run, so it stays 1-1.
Now we're in the 5th inning. Polkovich takes ball 1. He was out on a foul pop-up first time around. Here's a hopper to Stocker, who throws him out, and Polkovich is 0 for 2. 1 out on the 5th inning. Jason Schmidt, the pitcher, will bat. Schmidt struck out first time around. One of 2 strikeouts for Stevenson this afternoon. He's played shallow, of course, particularly by Cummings, the center fielder. He's really playing shallow. And now moving a little toward right center as well. Schmidt with 4 hits, including a double. Ripken ejected after a strikeout in that ball game. How about that?
How many times that's happened?
Rarely.
Think how many games he's played and how many times he's been ejected. That would be an interesting note.
That's one way to get a few innings off, isn't it? He didn't even come out of ball games very often, although he had a bad back recently, and for 3 days in a row he didn't take batting practice.
To know the umpire, they would throw him out.
Strikeout number 3 for Stevenson. 2 outs in the inning. Well, you know, there are certain magic words even for a guy like Ripken going to get you out of there. Cards, Rockies, Astros, all a part of the Phillies' next homestand, which begins on Thursday, July 31st. Cards in for 4, including a day game Saturday where the youngsters run the bases. And August 3rd, Pico Energy MLB Superstars T-shirt day. Then the Rockies for 2 night game, the Astros for a pair, including a business person special on August 7th at 1:05. Mellon PSFS sending you all the activities of that day. For your tickets, call 463-1000. And whenever you call that number, be sure to inquire about the daily special. It was Womack's triple in the first inning that led to the Pirates' run. So triples have been involved in each team's run today.
Here's a curveball. This is the other good pitch that Stevenson has. A very good changeup and a pretty good tumbling overhand curveball, which you saw Womack swing over there.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Phillies really overshift this guy, and Bronya has to play way off the bat because they don't expect him to pull. And you see how shallow Cummings is in center field and Jeffries is in left.
Hit toward Bronya in the right spot this time. Uses Stevenson's cover. Oh, that was close. He was really digging with Womack down the line, but they go in order for the second time today. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies 1, Pittsburgh 1.
That's what it's all about. It's like, let's go. Let's go. Far out.
Introducing Chevy Venture. Sure, things have changed,
Are we there yet?
but you still need a little freedom. The all-new Chevy Venture is here.
Let's go.
Lease a Chevy Venture for just $289 a month for 39 months. Initial payment $1,814.
From the creators of $1,000 a week for life.
Lady, want to win a ticket here? Win a ticket in your hand, baby. We have only one chance.
Speak for yourself, darling. I have 8.
Honey, we won!
$1,000 a week for life, too. The sequel that's better than the original. Don't miss Red Hot 7s, also playing at a retailer near you. Play this instant.
It's coming. It's coming to make your home more comfortable, to make your business run better, to help you communicate. It's coming to show how a new kind of power company can offer a lot more than power. Connective. You've never seen such energy.
Fans, we've got some interesting activities coming up here at the Vet. Youngsters can run the bases on Saturday, August 2nd after that 1:15 game against the Cards. A fan zone day on Wednesday the 6th at 7:35. Free concourse exhibits for all fans during the Phillies-Astros game. $1 dog day Thursday, August 7th, 1:05. Hot dogs for $1 during the Mellon PSFS business person special against the Astros. Plenty to do. Suggest you get your tickets in advance. There's the number for you, 463-1000. When you call that number, always ask about the daily special. Terry Francona getting ready to take his club out to California for an 8-game road trip commencing on Tuesday night. Tuesday night's the only night game in a stretch of what, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Phillies playing, no, that's not that many. 6. Playing all the rest daytime action. 3 straight here. And 2 out of the 3 in San Francisco.
And they wish they had a day game, the last game of the road trip, because that will necessitate around an 8 or 9 o'clock a.m. arrival back here.
Well, that'd be coming back from San Diego. Yeah, that's a night game to end the trip. Here's Lieberthal, who has a hit for the Phillies.
Even I like day games then.
Yeah, that's a good day for a day game. One ball and 1 strike on Mike. His average been on the rise. It's up at 238 now. Jammed here and fouls it out of play. He and Roland, as Whitey mentioned in the opening today, are really the 2 Phillies who have done the most damage since the All-Star break.
There is Scott Rowland. Hit that ball pretty hard that time up for barely having 2 hands on the bat.
Tough enough to hit when you're totally set to go.
Yeah. He is they just love him for so many reasons. He is so coachable, and what he did there by calling time and taking his hand off the bat with 2 strikes on him and then, you know, giving that at bat away, he'll learn from that. can't see that happening to him again.
Yeah, that's right. They say he rarely makes the same mistake twice, so chances are you ought to save that one on tape because you won't see it again.
He is extremely bright and very, very aware of the game itself and really likes to ask questions and listen. He just has so many positives, and that's just a few more.
Well, he's fun to watch, and of course we even found out from Richie Myers, who was here with us, that he's Richie's favorite player.
I think a lot of kids in this area for many years are going to have him as a favorite player.
That's low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mike. Bottom third of the order here: Lieberthal, Stocker, and Stevenson. Jason Schmidt retired the first 6 batters he faced today. Lieberthal was the first to reach with his single. Miss low. Pretty good at bat by Lieberthal. Full count now.
Pretty good 2-2 slider he threw him there too, or a changeup, and he stayed off it. Schmidt paints himself in a little bit of a corner here where he might have to go fastball. Nope, he wants another changeup.
Line to Swaim at third base. Spun him all the way around. Swaim knew that thing was coming hard.
Well, I guess if you throw a 2-2, you're supposed to throw a 3-2. And he did. And Lieberthal rips this thing. Dale Swaim, this ball had a lot of topspin. See how fast it came down? So it took him to his knees. He was kind of protecting there more than anything, because that ball either knuckled or had all that topspin and came down in a hurry.
Now Kevin Stocker, who suffered a laceration yesterday, but fortunately no stitches were required when a thrown ball in the infield bounced up and hit him in the near the eye.
Sunglasses actually appeared to cut his. I think the ball hit the sunglasses, and the sunglasses cut his eye there, above his eye.
Yeah. And the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. He grounded into a 3-6 fielder's choice first time around. Stock wearing a bandage over that today, but as I say, no stitches. Probably would have stayed in the ball game at the time, except that it was bleeding so much. Had to get it stopped.
If he was playing hockey, he'd have missed a couple shifts.
That's right. It's out for a ball. Yeah, he'd have been right back in the ball game.
But in this sport, when you leave, you can't come back.
Some suggestion they might want to make that change in the All-Star game to allow more players to appear. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Here's one foul back. That way you wouldn't have to hold anybody back and keep them out of the ball game. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stocker. Stevenson on deck. Bernard Gilkey has helped the Mets to a 6-0 lead over Cincinnati.
He beat them yesterday with a late inning homer, I think in the 8th inning.
Bernard having an off year after a sensational year last year in New York. Guy will really help you in the outfield, though. He'll throw some base runners out. Stocker hits one off his foot. Ouch.
It turned into a ground ball to third too. When they go that far, they hurt.
So Stocker's hurting high and low.
You know, I see it's going to take him a while. When you see the ball go that far away, you know, that one had to hurt a little bit. And the home plate umpire Larry Vanover looks over to the Phillies dugout, wants a new supply of baseballs, whether he needed them or not, trying to give Stocker a little time to get himself together.
Professional courtesy down there. Yeah. Batters do the same thing for umpires when they get nailed. 3-2 on Stocker. Chan-Ho Park has 10 strikeouts. Ooh. And the Dodgers lead the Braves 5-3 in the last of the 6th.
Well, strikeouts for 5 innings.
Inside, ball 4. Stocker aboard with just the second walk handed out by Schmidt. Morandini got the other one. Well, Stevenson was up to bunt the last time and undoubtedly will be again here. Stevenson got the sacrifice down, his second of the year. The Pirates will be expecting another bunt try by Garrett. He doesn't have a whole lot of bat showing, but he gets it done. Schmidt makes the play over to Womack covering. And for the second time, Stevenson has gotten his job done as a bunter.
Yeah, and he gave him a good pitch to bunt, too, because if the pitcher doesn't lock on this, a slider, then it's a pitch that's going down. See, a lot of times when you throw a slider, it freezes the batter, and he takes it. Stevenson recognized the spin of the breaking ball right away and went right over to it. You saw, and bunted it, and the ball's going down anyway, so that's a good ball to get down onto the ground.
Leaving it up to Midray Cummings. He has struck out and lined out to left. Got an update on Stocker. It turns out that Stocker did end up getting 5 stitches yesterday by Dr. Marone. We want to correct that. 5 stitches for Stocker. Foul out of play. You can see that Schmidt's cap is really perspired. We don't have the humidity today, but it is hot out there. It's in the mid-80s. Ball hit to the gap in right center. Midray Cummings drives it to the wall. Here's Stocker with the go-ahead run. Cummings wants 3. He's got an RBI triple. 2-1 Phillies.
Well, last time, you know, they overshift Cummings, as you saw last time when Martin caught that ball when he lined it down the left field line. So with the center fielder Allensworth over towards left center, he pulls this ball. There's nobody there. And Cummings can run pretty well. So the relay is going to be late by a lot. And he saw that. He took that on his own. He saw where that ball was when he came towards second, decided he could make it to third, and he did.
Here's Mickey Morandini. Pitch to Mickey. He tries to hold that swing but cannot. Mickey has flied to center, walked, and he has scored the previous Phillies run. Well, here's Jason Schmidt walking 2 batters today, and they both scored, and he trails 2-1. Whenever pitching coaches talk to pitchers about not walking guys, that's the classic example right there. It's not like wildness has been a real problem for him today, except it is when you go to the tally sheet.
And you get a couple triples after those walks. You can produce some runs all of a sudden.
Triple, an unusual play in baseball, and we've had 3 in this game today. There's a ground ball hit the swing, and off him another run scores. Cummings in to make it 3-1 Phillies. See how they score that one, but the Phillies have the run.
That'll be an error on him because he misplayed that ball. Anytime an infielder is not aggressive, first thing you have to do is read the hop and then decide to get aggressive or not. Watch what he does. Backs up. Right there. He read the hop, couldn't get to it, backs up, let the ball play him. That should be an error on the third baseman and no RBI.
Pete Vukovich is headed to the mound now to try to steady down his pitcher.
So hard as an infielder when you let that ball get close to your body like that. And that's why infielders that can catch the ball close to their body have great hands. And in that case, it got real close to him and he just couldn't make it.
E5, no RBI. Where's Vukovich's motorcycle parked? Do you have the answer to that trivia question?
He's a beauty, isn't it? It's not Johnny's brother either. True character, and that man won a Cy Young Award right there. He was some pitcher. Pitched well in both leagues too. I mean, he had some good years with the Cardinals and the Brewers.
Nice hand for Darren Dalton. Phillies take a 3-1 lead over the Pirates. We're in the 5th inning. Dutch knocked in a run with his triple the last time up. He also has struck out. Look out. Close play at first base. Morandini is back. Dutch at 264 right now. For Dutch, it's a 6th triple, and that represents a career high. Pirate catcher is Kendall, who checks the dugout here. I don't think they're calling pitches, but I think they are suggesting pitch outs.
Yeah, or moves to first. You know, sometimes managers like to do that. They like to decide when to maybe move over there, pitch out, as you say. Some teams do call the game from the dugout.
Ball's behind Dalton. 3 balls, no strikes.
They get a green light here with 2 outs. Percentage in his favor with a right-handed pitcher.
Three and 1.
He had it, but he wanted something middle in, which is a good way to go. I mean, as a hitter, you zone in on an area when you get a 3-0 green light. And Darren, he got a ball middle in that he could pull. He would have jerked on that one.
Runner goes. Ball 4. So no play to second. Base on balls. Number 3 issued by Schmidt.
There's another one. Now, it sounded like Vanover gave Kendall a fairly quick call then, because you could hear him say ball 4. But that ball's live. I mean, when he throws that thing, anything can happen. And the catchers normally don't want to throw on ball 4 if they can avoid it.
Now Scott Rowland. Scott today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Rowland with a 5-game hitting streak. And in the second half of the year, Rowland batting .404. 2 on with 2 out. If you're a pitcher and you're facing Rowland in the spot like this, you're not all that comfortable right now. On the ground, Swaim takes the short out at second, and the inning comes to a close. But the Phillies pick up 2 to take the lead here in the 5th. They do so with just the 1 hit, the triple, 1 error, 2 men left on base. 3-1 Phillies.
Hey, what's our good buddy Don? He thinks he can meet that girl. Hey, what's the bet?
Hey, Brick Boy, go dust yourself off. Hi, Cupcake. What do you say I buy you a Bud Light and you appreciate it?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Nicely done. Fun to watch.
Make it a Bud Light.
There's one luxury car that's not a cliche.
What is it?
La Millennia by Mazda. An icon of style. An oasis of comfort. An exhibition of grace. Very refined. Very personal. Millennia. Your private label luxury car. Lease for $329.
Scotty, you know, the fans in this town really like it when you get dirty. So if you haven't slid on your first at bat, you got to come up here and take care of it yourself. You got to put a little dirt on here. Got to mix it in. Then, Scotty, you got to put a little tobacco juice on here. But I don't chew, Mick. A little chalk. I think I'll try the natural way.
I hate it when they show these young guys the ropes.
Saturday, August 23rd, Phillies and the Dodgers, 7:05 that night. A special tribute commemorating Jackie Robinson. Share in the moment at this ball game. All fans are going to receive a beautiful print to remember this date. Plus, you'll enjoy a moving pregame tribute. So make your plans to come out. Order tickets by phone. Call 463-1000 and inquire about the daily special. Come on out on Saturday the 23rd and pay tribute to Jackie Robinson. Wills, I saw him play a game at Shibe Park. And in fact, it was the first game that I ever saw in the major leagues. Dodgers and the Phillies at what was then Shibe Park. It wasn't even Connie Mack Stadium then. And remember what a fluid player he was and how easy his motions were. He was a real natural.
Yeah, when you see the old films of him, you could see what as you say, he was graceful, but he also had so much power in his game.
He sure did.
I don't mean necessarily hitting home runs, just the way he approached, the way he ran.
Allensworth, and he was thinking about bunting there, but then that pitch started to ride in on him and caught the inside corner. It's 0-2 on him. Allensworth 0 for 1 in the ball game with a sacrifice fly run batted in.
He played hard is what he did.
Just got a piece of it.
Got a piece of Lieberthal too.
Yeah.
Let's check out after 5 as you take a little time for Lieberthal to collect himself. Both these pitchers have done a pretty good job. 2 of the runs are earned off Jason Schmidt. Not many hits in the ball game. The walks, as Andy mentioned, have really hurt Schmidt, and Stevenson has basically stayed away from walks with just 1.
Stevenson coming off a root-going job where he beat John Smoltz and the Braves on Tuesday. And he gave up 4 hits for that entire ball game. Strikeout for him here, number 4 for Garrett.
Yeah, I think he walked 2 in his last time out. So, you know, the Phillies pitchers, everybody knows, have really struggled this year with control. It's killed them in a lot of games. Stevenson seems determined to at least try as much as possible, throw strikes and take his chances, and he's doing that again today. Of course, the Pirates, they are a wild swinging team. They're not an easy team to walk.
They received the second fewest walks in the league. Al Martin now, he's grounded to second and struck out. What happened?
I don't know. Ball ate him alive. I'm sure, you know, you don't usually get crossed up with nobody on. It almost appeared that as if Lieberthal got crossed up.
It did. It looked like it, but you don't expect that.
How do you get crossed up, you know, when you're just putting down 1, 2, 3 or wiggle? I think he just missed it.
1-1 on Martin. Martin, the highest paid of the Pirates. They have a payroll just slightly over $9 million, and he gets about a third of it.
You see how Lieberthal approaches this. He's going inside, and the ball's outside. And he's lucky that ball didn't hit him on the wrist. Just barely kicked off the heel of the glove and may even caught a little part of his arm or hand.
Just missed. 2-2. Stevenson trying to work through the heart of the order here in the 6th inning. A little inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch coming. These guys, just like the point you made, Wheels, they are anxious. We've seen several occasions today where batters could have had a walk and disdained it.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team to pitch against from a standpoint of guys that maybe not throw a lot of strikes because they'll help you. They'll chase a lot of pitches. They are very aggressive.
Saw Womack do that earlier today.
Another one.
Struck him out. Foul tip, strikeout number 5.
Yeah, this pitch I think is high. And Garrett Stevenson happy. It's a foul tip held on to by Lieberthal. Oh yeah, that's ball 4 easily. So he swung a ball 4 twice.
Oh, here's Young. Young is 1 for 2, a single. Tried to stretch that single into a double and was thrown out by Dalton. Last time he flied out to the warning track and left, and he's fooled by the off-speed changeup. Back through the middle. Diving stop by Morandini.
Looked good. Didn't do anything. Fans are cheering, but that ball hit the ground first and then kicked up in the air. It wasn't a line drive. In fact, I think Garrett Stevenson just gets his foot out of the way in time. Fastball right back through the middle. Just barely got that back foot out of there. The ball either hit the mound or the rubber and kicked straight up in the air. Mickey makes a great play. Guess he was trying to get a call there, but 4 umpires aren't going to miss that one. Now with all that dust blowing around.
Nice try, Mickey. Now here is Swaim, who is 0 for 2. Both times he's hit the ball to Dalton. Yesterday, Swaim hit one the opposite way, right on out of the park. Strike. Swaim started the year as an insurance policy for the Pirates. And then when Joe Randa got hurt, he became an everyday third baseman. He's kept his average up there.
And Randa was a tough blow for them because he had started to get adjusted well. The National League was hitting well. And a pretty good third baseman also. Swaim's filled in nicely for them.
They've had their share of injuries, no question about that. I mean, Randa's going to take another month for him to get back. He has a broken little finger. Kevin Elster broke his left wrist. He won't be back until September. And then their closer, John Eriks, had to have disc surgery. He was having neck problems. It turned out to be a disc. He might pitch later in July. Curveball just missed. Swaim did not have a good stay here in Philadelphia. With the Phillies in '92, played in just 54 ball games and batted .178. Phillies traded him to the White Sox to get Keith Shepard. And you know, Shepard went to spring training with the Pirates this year.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, 60 of them.
Keith Shepard also spent some time in the Colorado organization before moving on to Pittsburgh.
A 3-1 count here on Swaim. Hard hit through on the right side. Nearly got his runner Young. Dalton returns it to the infield. Back-to-back hits for the Pirates. 2 on with 2 out. And Kendall coming up, who has not been retired today. Kendall has singled and doubled.
Runner's not going to be able to get to third on this, Kevin Young, because with 2 outs, this ball almost hits him. He has to dodge it so he doesn't get much of a jump off there. Swaim hits it hard. Now watch. He has to stop and then leap over it. So the advantage that he got with 2 outs and running on the play, he wasn't able to run on the play because he was too busy getting out of the way of the baseball.
Kendall has hiked his average to .297 with his couple of hits today. So the tying runs are on for Pittsburgh as the Phillies lead it 3-1.
This guy's a pretty good hitter, I'll tell you. He doesn't have a whole lot of power, but he puts it into play and he sprays it around. See how far he stands off the plate. Andy mentioned earlier how much he gets hit. I think it's because he dives into the ball so much and he's kind of fearless. He must think he still has that gear on when he's up there.
Yeah, he's absolutely fearless. I mean, 23 times he's been hit by a pitch. The Pirates as a team have been hit 60 times.
A lot of times guys that stand that far off the plate and you want the ball inside, so pitchers will try to get in on them. So he will get hit that way.
Curveball misses. 2 balls and 1 strike on the catcher, Jason Kendall. Stevenson got the first 2 outs of the inning on strikeouts. Then the infield single, then Swaim's ground single. Well, he's got a pitch to make now, 3-1.
Well, and it'd be interesting to see what he does here because he's had more success with a guy on Dak Smith than he has with Kendall behind in the count. See if he off speeds him here and doesn't challenge him, because really his best pitches are changeup and curveball.
Well, he used the fastball and he gets it over.
I think Kendall might have been thinking what we were just thinking. He's never going to throw me a 3-1 fastball right down the middle, is he? And he did, and he locked on it.
87-mile-per-hour fastball.
Yeah, you know, you see his expression like, oh man, now what am I taking that for? Now he might get his off-speed pitch. See, this is a key pitch right here, and you see Lieberthal and Stevenson can't get together on it. So he wants him to go through it again.
This is where if there's a real dispute, the pitcher has to take charge because he's got to throw it.
Right. Or if he really believes in his catcher and thinks, hey, maybe I didn't think about that. Let's try it. Change up.
Bases are loaded now. That's the second walk issued by Stevenson.
Yeah, he went the 3-2 changeup, which is not a surprise. And Lieberthal had to block it in the dirt.
Take his chances now with Mark Smith, and for the Phillies, Gomes and Brewer get up, and Galen Cisco is headed to the mound to talk with his hurler. All right, now it's Mark Smith coming up. Smith has been walked and has grounded out to third.
Well, you don't want to load the bases up, but there are 2 outs, and Smith has more holes than Kendall. He has more power, but there's more ways to get him out than Jason Kendall. But what he has done now, obviously, is leave himself no room for error.
So Galen out there giving his suggestions. Now, is that a Speedy Morris look-alike or what?
Oh, he does look like Speedy.
I mean, Gene Lamont is, he and Speedy could be brothers.
I don't know if William Morris would agree with that, but we think he does. Speedy with the old shot in the bucket, I think that place was called, in Roxborough. Had that establishment on Ridge Avenue for a long time.
They are loaded with Pirates. Got to get Mark Smith. Smith out of the Oriole organization. Talked earlier about that home run he hit to win that 10-inning no-hitter. Outside, ball 1. Well, this is really a quiet rally, isn't it? He got the first 2 outs on strikeouts. There was an infield hit, a ground single, and a walk. So hadn't been hit hard, but he's got a crisis here.
Ball games many times are decided with 2 outs. What a team does.
Those are the runs that everybody seems to appreciate the most when they're on your side, and the ones you hate to see score when the opposition gets them.
And now he's got himself into big trouble. 2 fastballs that missed to go to 2-0. Would he throw an off-speed pitch here, 2-0? He does it a lot.
Fastball down the right field side and foul. 2-1. Been a long inning for Garrett. He's made 27 pitches in the inning. But that won't bother him if he gets out of it. Oh, pitch was high. Can't blame Smith for hacking at it, though. 2-2.
4 fastballs. Now there's
Gene Lamont.
Gene Lamont, yeah, we call him Speedy, right?
Speedy Lamont.
This is really a big pitch for Garrett Stevenson here. Whether or not he would throw changeup or breaking ball, this guy's seen 4 fastballs, so he has a pretty good idea of velocity right now. He fouled that ball straight back, which is not a good sign.
Changeup, or curveball, I guess it was, and he just missed. My goodness, that looked like a strike, really.
He tried it. You know, I didn't think he'd throw another fastball, but you know, if you miss and then you go to 3-2, now you're in a pickle. It's his curveball and it's inside.
Okay, we got the bases full. Young at third, Swaim at second, Kendall at first. Something's got to give. Fouled it back. Stevenson threw the changeup to Bagwell, didn't he?
3-0.
3-0.
Bases loaded.
Yep. Mark Parent catching him on that day. That was early in Stevenson's career.
And nobody out.
Fouled again. Well, the Phillies lead this ball game 3-1, but nobody's real comfortable right now. In the air to center. Going to be played by Cummings. So no harm done after all. Pirates, no runs, 2 hits, 3 left. It remains 3-1 Phillies.
Nothing.
They will be here.
I don't see anything.
The guidebook says this is the place.
Whose idea was this?
Introducing Chevy Venture, the minivan with the widest dual sliding doors.
Where are they?
Slipping in and out has never been so easy.
Honey, maybe we ought to go further down.
The all-new Chevy Venture is here.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is obviously not the spot.
Lease a Chevy Venture for just $289 a month for 39 months. Initial payment $1814.
Computers, page 45.
Temping, 107.
Air conditioning, 23.
There's one place where businesses always connect, where they run more efficiently, attract more business.
Contractor, page 48.
Oh, yes, I know your work. Building inspection, page 35.
The Bell-Atlantic business-to-business buying guide. Maybe they saw our ad on 93. Cool. From suppliers to manufacturers, it's where business meets business.
Smoking new Corolla and get $1,000 cash back. Buy Corolla and you can get a hot $1,000 cash back. $1,000. Is it hot out here? Or is it just us? You've been waiting? The hottest sales event is here at Toyota now.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, I love what you do for me. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. This Bud's for you. Well, that was a kind of a crisis that the Phillies got out of there. And so the fans can relax a bit as the Phillies hold their 3-1 lead and try to add to it.
Sometimes a manager, after a player goes through that kind of crisis and you're moving on to the game, they think they might be gassed. And the bullpen is staying up. There's an interesting sign.
Spirit, huh?
Spirit, not money, is why the Pirates are so great.
And Greg Jeffries takes a called strike. Greg's had a tough day. He's popped up both times he's been up there. Jason Schmidt hanging in for Pittsburgh. He has allowed the Phillies only 3 hits. The Pirates actually have twice as many hits as the Phillies, 6-3. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jeffries. He'll be followed by Bronya and Lieberthal. Jerry Spradlin is up to the Phillies.
Yeah, that's what indicates that that's it for Stevenson.
Phillies bullpen is not spread thin like it had been there for a while because of the fact that their starters have been going deeper into ball games lately.
I think Francona wanted to go Spradlin 1 or 2 and Battalico 1 the other night. Didn't turn out that way. It went Spradlin 1, Battalico 2.
Only the 3rd time all year Ricky Bose pitched 2 innings, and the 1st time in a save situation. It's a full count on Jeffries. He's doing what a leadoff hitter should do here and work the hurler.
There is Stevenson as he worked out of that tough jam. Guy looks that relaxed after what he just went through. That also indicates it's over.
Yeah, I agree. Talking him over with Matt Beach.
All that said and done, he'll probably be out there in the 7th.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
High ball 4. Good at bat for Jeffries. A leadoff walk for him here in the 6th inning. Walk number 4 given up by Schmidt. 2 of the 4 have hurt him. We don't know about this one yet. Rico Bronya now. And they're going to get some action in the Pirate bullpen. Bronya today has struck out and grounded out. Rico hits one in the air to right, but it shouldn't be a problem for Smith. One out.
Rico Brony went up there swinging first ball fastball, and he really wanted to drive a ball, get a ball in the hole, get a first and third. First ball changeup, and you could see him jump at it and hit it off the end of the bat. So good pitch selection by the Pirates, and him swinging first ball fastball, which he didn't get.
As mentioned, the Pirate bullpen up and looking for
Paul Wagner.
Wagner.
And he was in the game the other night. He's kind of a shock, I think, to the Pirates that he's back.
Coming off arm surgery. And he did not have good numbers in the minors, but they brought him up anyway, and he did a pretty good job here the other night.
I think he walked the leadoff batter that he faced, and then he got him out after that. There he is. He used to throw hard. He has a great arm, or he did have a great arm. One year he led the league in losses, as Jim Leyland kept running him out there as a starter.
Mike Lieberthal is 1 for 2 today. Fouls one. No balls and 2 strikes on Mike. Phillies ahead 3-1. One of the runs unearned as a result of an error on Swaim. Jeffries has stolen 8 bases in 12 tries. Out of play. Still 0-2 on Lieberthal. Mike at 237. He's the Phillies leader in long balls, 13 of them. Jeffries wouldn't want to extend that lead any. He's out right about the end of it.
I haven't seen him move over to first that much in this game because there haven't been a whole lot of runners on first with nobody out. So that was kind of a strange kind of across his body type of move over there. Not real deceptive.
Breaking ball for a called third strike. Strikeout number 4 for Schmidt.
That was a good slider he threw there. He has a hard slider and sinker. I think Lieberthal thought it might have been outside. Let's see. Depends on where it crosses the plate. Where he caught it was outside.
And now Stocker, runner at first, 2 outs. Stocker officially 0 for 1. He's also walked and scored 1 run. Phillies ahead 3-1 in the 6th. Jammed and looped it foul. I think he broke his bat. He did. Gonna need a new stick.
Stevenson is in the on-deck circle. That's a deke, huh? Well, you lay all that stuff out, and then you just see what happens.
Spradlin's still standing down in the bullpen. Well, let's say that the skipper has his options open.
Oh, they're going to hit for him. If Stocker gets on, they're going to hit for him, I would think.
What's Spradlin looking for?
Talking to some fans. Couple kids down there.
Seeing if it's clouding over.
It's kids' day. The kids are leaning over talking to him out there in the pen. A little personal touch.
Nothing doing. Pirates give up a pitch there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeffries faked going. Stocker swings and misses at the off-speed pitch. 1-2. Astros up on the Expos 3-0. Darryl Kyle now with a 3-hitter top of the 6th. Astros leading these Pirates by 1 game in the Central. It's 1 game in the win column, if you will. They are tied in the loss column. And the Astros have won 2 more games than the Pirates. That's another thing that made that dramatic victory for them last Saturday in Pittsburgh so good because it was over the team that they were chasing.
Right. Oh, yeah, that was... it's hard to believe you gave that many pluses in one evening, and they had them last week.
Jeffries looks like he's going, but he's not. And Stocker swings and misses to end the inning. Strikeout number 5 for Jason Schmidt. Harry Callis and Rich Ashburn are back with you in the 7th inning with the Phillies leading Pittsburgh 3-1.
Let's go back to the situation of Prohibition. Prohibition was an extremely difficult period for the Bush family. That period almost broke the company. Grandfather had a couple of choices. So he went into the yeast business, he went into the soft drink business, he went into the making of carriages, he went into the making of cabinets. When Prohibition finally came to an end, my father wanted to do something for his father. He did so by presenting him with an 8-horse hitch, the Clydesdales. The Clydesdales were taken down Pennsylvania Avenue, where the first case of beer was delivered to then-President Roosevelt. The Clydesdales today are a symbol of that quality, of that tradition, of that excellence that is the hallmark of Budweiser, that is the hallmark of Anheuser-Busch.
Welcome to the Nissan store. Let's look at the Maxima. Oh, look at that. Sleek, sophisticated. Hold your horses there, big fella. Ooh, Bose CD audio system, leather seating surfaces, automatic temperature control. I'm almost finished. What'll really excite you is Maxima's 190 horsepower V6 engine. No wonder we can't keep him around.
Make the right call in picking up dirt. With Hoover, you're always safe.
After 6 innings of play, the Phils 3, Pittsburgh 1. Tonight at 9, Ross is forcing the family to go vegetarian on Unhappily Ever After, only on WB 17. Garrett Stevenson working here in the 7th with a 3-1 lead. Kevin Polkovich will lead off. Mark Johnson has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for the pitcher Jason Schmidt. Polkovich is fouled out to third, and he is grounded out. 1 strike to Polkovich. Seventh inning, Phillies lead it 3-1. Garrett Stevenson got out of a bases loaded jam in the 6th. Phillies keep the bullpen up. The right-hander is Jerry Spratlin, the left-hander Billy Brewer. Fouls it back and out of play. 1-2 to Polkovich. Called third strike, struck him right on out of there. 6 strikeouts for Garrett Stevenson. And they'll bring up Mark Johnson. Johnson batting for Jason Schmidt.
Stevenson made his pitch there right on the inside corner. Good fastball. There's a guy that's hurt the Phillies this year, Mark Johnson, and yet the Pirates have sent him to the minor leagues. He just got back a little while ago.
He's hitting at .220, the big guy. 4 homers, 27 RBIs. As a pinch hitter, he's 2 for 11. Against the Phils this year, 7 for 25 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. He has hurt the Phillies. 1 ball and no strikes to Mark Johnson. Ground foul, 1-1. So Jason Schmidt finished for the afternoon after pitching 6 innings. He gave up 3 runs, just 2 of them earned, gave up only 3 hits. Struck out 5. The walks hurt him. He walked 4, and 2 of those walks scored. Popped him up. Third baseman Scott Rowland squeezes. 2 quick outs for Garrett Stevenson here in the 7th inning, and that'll bring up Tony Womack. Womack has tripled and scored the Pirates' run. He got a leadoff triple, scored on a sac fly. He's flied out and grounded out. Another hit for Womack. Dalton will play it on 1 hop. So he is a 2-out base runner. Hit number 7 for the Pirates, and it will bring up Jermaine Allensworth. Womack, well, could be trying to steal a base here, even though the Pirates are down. He's only been thrown out 3 times.
It's not bad. He's tried 39 and he's made 36.
Yeah. Now Terry Francona's coming out, and he is going to make a double switch, so he is going to make a pitching change here. Also going to bring Ruben Amaro in. Ruben's going to play left field.
A little bit of a surprise, you know. Stevenson pitched pretty well.
A little surprise, especially as shaky as the bullpen has been, until you get to Batalico, and it's not Batalico time now. Jerry Spradlin will come in to pitch. We have a pitching change for the Phils. Phils lead it 3-1. Back after these messages.
Good morning, sir. They're expecting you just down the hall.
I said a scalpel, not Excalibur.
TLC, adventures for your mind.
Go, Rico, go!
Come on, Rico, win! Win, Rico, win! Faster, faster.
Well, hit it deep right out of here. Grand slam home run, Rico Bronya. Jerry Spradlin is the Phillies' new pitcher. You see his numbers 1 and 5 with a 5.22 ERA. He's among the league leaders in games. This is 47th game. 50 innings, 48 hits, good strikeout walk ratio, 44 strikeouts, 18 walks. He has not pitched particularly well against his Pirate team. 2 of his losses coming against the Pirates. He's pitched a lot against them. This will be his 6th game against Pittsburgh. And in 6 2/3 innings, he has given them 5 earned runs. He lost to Ricardo Rincon at Pittsburgh and lost to Mark Wilkins in extra innings also at Pittsburgh. So he comes in to try to get out Jermaine Allensworth. Ruben Amaro comes in to play left field. Amaro will hit in the 9 spot. Spradlin will bat in the 5 spot, vacated by Greg Jeffries. Good job turned in again by Garrett Stevenson. Stevenson can win it. He cannot lose it. He has a 3-1 lead as he leaves the ball game. Runner goes. Check swing foul into the Phillies dugout. Womack going on the first pitch. Spradlin takes a while to get that ball to the and hit the bullpen phone right between John Vukovich and Galen Cisco.
Womack had a good jump. They weren't going to throw him out.
No.
You're right. Spradlin has to unwind that big frame.
He goes again, but it's grounded to third base. Rolling gloves, throws him out. 2 pitches, and Spradlin gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. Stretch time of the bet. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phil's lead 3-1.
We found you a job.
Uncle Sam has a new recruit.
You want me to teach these guys how to comprehend?
You betcha. His mission?
I've never taught before, and you've never thought before.
Teach these Army underachievers how to be...
I ain't no oxymoron.
All they can be. Danny DeVito.
Don't look down.
In a Penny Marshall film.
Hamlet's mama, she's the queen.
Renaissance Man.
Today at 4 on WB 17.
With a Magnum engine here and spacious interior there, Dodge Ram van is all work. Add a seat here, a TV VCR there, wood trim, custom audio, and what was once all work becomes all play. The Dodge Ram conversion van. Add cash back here, plus packet values there, and you can get up to $3,200 off, making the Dodge Ram conversion van a superior choice, here and there. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Scotty, you know, the fans in this town really like it when you get dirty. So if you haven't slid on your first at bat, you got to come up here and take care of it yourself. You got to put a little dirt on here. Got to mix it in. Then, Scotty, you got to put a little tobacco juice on here. But I don't chew, Mick. A little chalk. I think I'll try the natural way.
Roll it on his way to third. It's a Hepburn slide triple.
I hate it when they show these young guys the ropes.
This is Dick Vermeil with an important message. Personal choice, the flexible, high quality, and affordable health coverage is available in Pennsylvania. Only from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
Jason Christensen is the new pitcher for Pittsburgh coming on here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. He has 1-1 loss on a high ERA. He came in and
walked the ballpark.
Yeah, came in Thursday night's game and had all kinds of problems. High ERA of 8 It's just his 12th game. Ruben Amaro will be the first one to face him batting for the first time. Amaro hitting at .255. Ruben was one of the hitters he walked when he came in on Friday night. Two and nothing. Started the season on a disabled list following arthroscopic elbow surgery. Came off the DL on June 19th. Line to Powell. 2 balls and a strike to Ruben Amaro. Bills lead at 3-1. Bottom half of the 7th inning. He's low with it, 3-1. Christensen, 27 years of age, out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Pioneer stock, Harry.
Yeah, typical Nebraskan, can't throw strikes. Threw that one over the plate, and it's hit deep to left, but it'll stay in the park. Caught by Al Martin at the warning track, 1 down.
The Chevrolet game summary. Triples have played a big part in this game. Stevenson had a good outing. 6 2/3 innings pitched there, gave up the 1 run. That run scored after Womack's triple in the first. Dalton tripled in a run in the Phillies' 4th. Career high 6th triple of the season with all those knee operations. And then Midray Cummings an RBI triple in the 5th.
And here is Midray Cummings, who has struck out line to left and got that big triple to put the Phillies in front against his ex-teammates. Had a cut, fouled it back, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Midray Cummings. Bills leading 3-1, bottom half of the 7th. Good breaking ball over for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit to left center field. That'll find open spaces. 1 hop and over the fence. Phillies got a tough break for the Phils there, because if that ball doesn't bounce over, Cummings with his speed is going to have another triple. Instead, he'll settle for a double.
Got that slider high and out over the plate. Midre Cummings really nailed it. I didn't think he really had that good of power to left field, but one big hop over the fence.
And it'll bring up Mickey Morandini. He has flied out, walked, and been safe on an error. Slices a foul down the left field side. Morandini lifetime decent numbers against this left-hander. 3 for 8 with 2 doubles. Paul Wagner, a right-hander, gets up in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Good block by Kendall. Kendall is a horseback there, a young receiver that catches just about every day and has an 11-game hitting streak. Made the All-Star team as a rookie last year. He's only 23 years old. Son of a fellow we watched for a lot of years in the major leagues. Fred
and his
Kendall,
father.
Fred Kendall, yeah. Spent 12 years in the majors. Cummings is going to try to move up. Safe on a very close play. A gamble by Midre, but he made it. Kendall got to that one in a hurry. That'll be a wild pitch by Christensen. That was close.
Now Kendall did slow it in the dirt and recovered quickly, as you see, and threw quickly. And
wow,
well, that was close.
Just got there.
Infield's in now.
With the runner at third and 1 out, 2 balls and a strike to Mickey Morandini. Beats a foul, 2-2.
This looks like they're using that contact play again, Harry, because Cummings was, I mean, he was going all the way.
Contact play is when the runner at third goes on contact, even though the infield is in. That's away from Kendall. It'll be a wild pitch. Cummings scores easily, and the Phillies now lead it 4-1. Second wild pitch of the inning, uncorked by Jason Christensen.
Yeah, that's a gift. Certainly a gift. Cummings started out there on second base, but after the 2 wild pitches, scores.
3-2 pitch, swing, and he popped him up to shortstop. Polkovich waits, squeezes. That's 2 down, and we'll bring up Darren Dalton. Dutch has struck out, tripled in a run, and walked. The New York Yankees are coming to town. Tino Martinez and company. Labor Day, September 1st at 1:05. Then Tuesday and Wednesday at 7:05. The world champion Yanks will be here. Tickets are going quickly, so if you want to see those New York Yankees here at Veterans Stadium interleague play, we urge you to order your tickets now. Order them easily by calling 215-463-1000. When you call that number, be sure to ask about our daily special.
Good to see our old buddy Joe Torre, Don Zimmer.
Yeah. Defending world champs will be here. Hideki Irabu could possibly pitch in one of those games. So could that David Cone. He's having a great year for New York. Yankees will be playing a night game tonight in Milwaukee. They're starting to put some heat on Baltimore. In American League East, Baltimore losing to the Chicago White Sox 7-0 today, and in that game, Cal Ripken Jr. was ejected from the game in the second inning. Cal doesn't get kicked out of many games.
Well, our old friend Al Clark from Trenton threw him out for arguing balls and strikes.
Here comes Gene Lamont. And with Scott Rowland hitting, he's going to take out the left-hander Jason Christensen and go to his bullpen for Paul Wagner. Pitching change for Pittsburgh. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Phils lead 4-1. Back after these messages.
Blockbuster has all the hot summer hits, more hot new releases, and more copies of them. Absolute Power, Vegas Vacation, Relic, Beverly Hills Ninja, Metro, Scream. We're turning up the heat with thousands of great movies. Blockbuster's hot summer hits. Take them home and make it a Blockbuster night.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
Get 4A financing on Ford Explorer at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Paul Wagner, the right-hander, just off the DL, appearing in only his second game. His first outing was here in this series, pitching one inning, gave up no runs, no hits, no strikeouts, and one walk. Wagner activated from the disabled list on Thursday. He had elbow surgery in August of last year. Had been in the Pirates starting rotation. Now he's just working his way back to form. One of the games he pitched was a near no-hitter. He came one out away from a no-hitter against Colorado. Gave up a 2-out base hit to Andres Galarraga. That was in 1995. Last year is when he had elbow problems and eventually had elbow surgery. He's a 29-year-old out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Went to Illinois State University. Facing Scott Rowland here. Dalton at first, 2 outs, a run in. 1 ball and no strikes to Rowland. Two balls and no strikes. Dalton at first. He walked for the second time today. Dutch is among the league leaders in bases on balls. He's walked 54 times now. He's running on the pitch. Kendall's throws sails, and Dalton has a stolen base. He's 4 for 4 in stolen bases. I'll tell you, Dalton has been a revelation the way he has played this year in right field, stealing bases, hitting triples.
Threw a runner out today, second base. Made some good running catches in the outfield.
Now they're going to put Rowland on intentionally. And Jerry Spradlin will bat for himself. Gene Lamont figuring that Terry Francona reluctant to go to anybody else in the bullpen. So figure he's not going to hit for Jerry Spradlin. He is correct. Figured correctly, Spradlin will bat for himself. Spradlin's first at bat this year. He waves and he misses. He waves and he misses. Spradlin lifetime has 2 major league at bats. No hits.
Might be his first and last at bat this year.
Well, he got rung up on a pitch that was outside, but he is called out on strikes, and that will retire the side. Phils do get an insurance run. 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left. We go to the 8th, 4-1 Phillies.
This is it.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
That was only the first out of the game.
Make it a Bud Light.
That's a real beaver.
Why does Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile have the most advanced digital network on the East Coast? So your cell phone will work here. It works way out here. And here. In fact, to ensure that you'll have enhanced voice clarity and privacy, we built a digital network of monumental proportions. After all, a cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile.
If you've been postponing the purchase of a brand new truck, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $13.50 off on a Dodge Dakota or up to $11.85 in package value discounts on a Dodge Ram. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance. Because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Nissan, who reminds you that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. By Hoover. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. Eighth inning, Phillies on top 4-1. Al Martin will lead it off. Martin has grounded out and struck out twice. Jerry Spradlin came in the 7th. And he'll try to get to Ricky Bottalico. Martin fouls the first pitch back, 1 strike to him. Fouls the second pitch off, no balls and 2 strikes. Phillies 4, Pirates 1. 8th inning. Struck him out. Got him with 3 pitches, 1 down here in the 8th inning. 7th strikeout by Philly pitching. Stevenson struck out 6 while he was in there.
Had some mustard on this pitch. That was that sinker ball that tails back a little bit, right off. I think it was off the inside corner a little.
Brings up Kevin Young. Young is 2 for 3. 1 ball and no strikes. One and 1 to Kevin Young.
Spradlin's humping it up today. Has a little extra on that sinker.
It was 94 the last pitch.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a ball that sinks. It means it moves.
Chopped softly. Morandini's going to have to hurry, and he overcharged on this hot AstroTurf on a warm day. The ball is like a high bouncing ball. And it'll be well, not an infield. It went into the outfield. It'll be a single for Kevin Young.
Well, Mickey didn't really have much choice here.
No,
he had to charge this ball, or he wouldn't throw him out. He was going to try to catch that bounce on the hop, before it got over his head.
It bounces so high on this hot AstroTurf in day games. Here's Dale Swaim, who is 1 for 3. Phillies got Ricky Bottalico up now. If Spradlin gets into trouble here in the 8th inning, Bottalico on Friday night came in the 8th and saved the game. So Terry Francona, if there is some trouble in this inning, would not be reluctant to bring Ricky in the 8th. Two and nothing.
That's one thing you don't want to do is walk him. And Spradlin knows that better than anybody. He's trying to get it over.
Three balls and a strike. Play, a full count now to Swaim. Those reeling Colorado Rockies had a 5-0 lead on the Cubs. Now all of a sudden in the 6th inning it's 5-5. Larry Walker hit a 2-run home run, but Cubs have battled back to tie that one. Rockies have lost 8 in a row. Runner goes, base hit, left field. Ruben Amaro gets it back into the infield. So 2 men on base with 1 out.
Swaim having a career year hitting. That's going to put him right up there by the 300 mark. But that was a pitch out away from him, up a little bit. He didn't try to pull it. He just hit it where it was thrown. Smoked the ball.
Mike Lieberthal out to talk to Jerry Spradlin. Either get Spradlin back in a groove or buy some time for Bottalico.
At least Spradlin didn't walk him. He made him hit.
They give Spradlin at least one more hitter here. Jason Kendall has singled, doubled, and walked. Pittsburgh has out-hit the Phillies 9-4. But the Phillies lead in this game 4-1. One strike to Kendall. Beats it foul. He's ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. Bills lead it 4-1 here in the 8th inning. Struck him out. Kendall goes down swinging. That's 2 strikeouts for Jerry Spradlin.
Yeah, this is perfect pitch here. That little slider outside part of the plate a little bit. Kendall chased it.
Now Terry Francona, even with the strikeout, evidently is going to bring in Batalico here. He is. This will be it for Spradlin. Ricky Batalico will come in. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 8th. Phillies lead at 4-1. Back after these messages.
$1,000 a week for life.
Lady, want to win a ticket here? Win a ticket in our hand, baby. We have only one chance.
Speak for yourself, darling. I have 8.
Honey, we won!
$1,000 a week for life, too. The sequel that's better than the original. Don't miss Red Hot 7s, also playing at a retailer near you. Play this instant.
When it comes to value, only one sport utility wins the race. Chevy Blazer LS 4-door 4x4. Because Blazer is priced over $1,200 less than Pathfinder XE, over $1,900 less than Explorer XLT, and over $2,000 less than 4Runner SR5. And now you can lease a Blazer for just $289 a month for 36 months. Initial payment $19.99. Or buy any Blazer now and get $1,000 cash back. Financial security in an insecure world. Only at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
On the Toyota National League scoreboard, the Dodgers over Atlanta 8-3 behind Chan-Ho Park. Mets all over Cincinnati 10-1 in that ball game in the 8th inning. Mets continue to play well. Dave Malicki pitching that one. Houston behind Darryl Kyle, threatening to sweep their series with Montreal. Houston leads at 9-0. San Francisco over St. Louis 3-1. That game in the 7th. And as we mentioned, the Cubs coming back to tie those Colorado Rockies 5-5 at Wrigley in the 6th. San Diego and Florida will have one of those 4:35 start times.
With rain, probably, huh?
On the Toyota American League scoreboard, Cleveland has beaten Boston 7-2. The Chicago White Sox shutting out Baltimore 9-0. Cal Ripken ejected from that game in the 2nd inning by Al Clark. Minnesota at Oakland later on. Toronto at Anaheim later. Kansas City at Seattle. Night games will find Texas hosting Detroit and New York at Milwaukee. Ricky Batalico coming on. Batalico appearing in a game number 39. 1 win, 3 losses, 16 saves, 3.73 ERA, 41 innings, 41 hits, 17 earned runs. He struck out 42, walked 26. He does not have good career numbers against Pittsburgh, but this year has been a different story. This is Batalico's 5th game against Pittsburgh. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings, given up 2 hits and no runs. Struck out 6. He has a lot of walks against the Pirates. 5 walks. 2 of his saves have come against Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's had some chances in this game. They've had some base runners.
It's facing Mark Smith here. Good fastball. 1 strike to Mark Smith.
.94 with that fastball. 94 miles.
Batalico had to wait 2 weeks for a save opportunity. Now in this appearance, he only had to wait 2 days for a save opportunity. Saved the game on Friday. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mark Smith. Kevin Young at second. Dale Swaim at first with 2 outs. Ball and 2 strikes to Smith. Just caught the outside corner, Whitey, with that fastball.
Well, that plate had to be moving for that pitch to catch the outside corner. And they don't move that plate.
It was 95 miles an hour on the fastball.
Only out there.
Close enough. Make them swing the bats.
6 inches.
Gave him a breaking ball. It bounced up there. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mark Smith. Jammed him and he pops it up. Mickey Morandini puts it away, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead it 4-1.
Baby Blueprints from Independence Blue Cross is a maternity program designed to assist mothers and identify risk factors early in pregnancy.
I had a difficult last pregnancy, and Kate at Baby Blueprints, she was great. She arranged everything, and she was very comforting to talk to on the phone.
Managing high-risk pregnancies is a very challenging job, but it's really worth it in the end.
Baby Blueprints from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Another reason you can lean on us.
If you've been waiting to buy a new minivan, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $1,000 cash back on Caravan, or pay this low price for our 7-passenger Caravan, making it the lowest price minivan in the industry. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance, because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
In the world of tools, there's only one true craftsman. Craftsman makes anything possible.
Yeah.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Phillies lead by a score of 4-1, and Rico Brogna will lead it off for the Phillies. Brogna struck out, grounded out, flied out to right. Facing Paul Wagner, who came in for Jason Christensen in the 7th inning. One strike to Rico Brogna. Fouls it out of play, 0-2. One and 2.
Trying to get him to chase that changeup again. Not all Rico sees anymore is changeups.
Another one low, 2-2. This one out of play. Still 2-2 to Brogna. Mike Thomas, the big hurt. 2-run home run, knocked in 4. White Sox all over Baltimore, 9-0. They're now in the bottom of the 8th at Camden Yards. In the air to left field. Al Martin there. Brogna retired, 1 down. Baltimore kind of slipping in that AL East. Their lead over the Yankees 3.5 games now.
Yankees play tonight.
On June 4th, Baltimore's lead was 9.5. Now it's 3.5. Mike Lieberthal is single lined out and struck out. this one out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lieberthal with 1 out. Phillies lead 4-1. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the dirt, 2-1. And chance way to talk to our old buddy Lee Elia this week. Lee had prostate cancer surgery, doing well, and has rejoined those Seattle Mariners. Lee Elia, the Alney High School product. There's a BB right at Dale Swaim. Good play by Swaim. Second time Swaim has picked Lieberthal.
Now, you can't hit a line drive much harder than that. Got his base hit on a line drive to left, but the other 2 were caught by the third baseman, Swaim.
Kevin Stocker is 0 for 2 with a walk. He has scored a run. Phillies' big blows today have been triples. One by Darren Dalton, one by Midray Cummings. Cummings has also doubled against his ex-team. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 to Kevin Stocker. Line drive to right field, and that hits in front of Smith. A base hit for Stocker.
Stocker hit a tough pitch there, one of those low breaking balls. That went right down with it.
Brings up Ruben Amaro. Ruben came in as a part of a double switch. This is second at bat. He flied out to deep left in his only at bat. One strike to Ruben Amaro. Phillies lead 4-1 here in the 8th inning. Stocker goes. Pitch is a called strike. Throw goes into center field. Stocker will end up at third base. Stolen base. Stocker is 7th. Throwing error on Kendall.
Kendall has a lot of trouble with stolen bases. A good throw, and they might have had Stocker. Polkovich was trying to make the play.
Phillies are 2 for 2 in stolen bases today, but Kendall's percentage going in was 42%, which is
pretty good.
Yeah.
In his rookie year, he had all kinds of trouble, but he's certainly improved.
Still 1 and 2 to Ruben Amaro. Stocker at third base with 2 outs. Phil's on top 4-1. Struck him out to end the inning. Second strikeout for Wagner. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the 9th inning. Phils lead it 4-1.
Here's what people are saying about the new smash hit, $1,000 a week for life, too.
Beyond belief.
It was great.
Really wonderful. You like the first one. This one's great.
She was grabbing hold of me the whole time.
I laughed. I cried. I won.
Hey, 3 games on 1 ticket. That's what I call using your head for thrift.
8 ways to win.
Next time, I'm bringing my wife.
It's the feel-good hit of the year.
$1,000 a week for life, too. The sequel that's better than the original. Don't miss Red Hot 7s. Also playing at a retailer near you. Play this instant.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
Welcome to the Nissan store. Let's look at the Maxima. Oh, look at that. Sleek, sophisticated. Hold your horses there, big fella. Ooh, Bose CD audio system, leather seating surfaces, automatic temperature control. I'm almost finished. What'll really excite you is Maxima's 190 horsepower V6 engine. No wonder we can't keep them around.
After 8 innings of play, the Phillies 4 and Pittsburgh 1. Monday at 7, Showbiz is going to the Dogs when Murray becomes a star. And at 11, the green-eyed monster rears its ugly head on Mad About You here on WB 17. 9th inning, Phillies lead at 4-1. Ricky Pitalico trying to save this one for Garrett Stevenson. Kevin Polkovich will lead off. Then the Pirates will go to Turner Ward to bat for the pitcher Wagner. And the top of the order, Tony Womack. Derek May has come in defensively to play right field for the Phils. Ooh. 1 ball and no strikes to Polkovich. He's fouled out, grounded out, and struck out. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1 to Kevin Polkovich. Balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out. First strikeout for Vitalico. 1 down here in the 9th. Turner Ward will come out as a pinch hitter for the pitcher Paul Wagner. Ward, since coming up, has hit well for the Buccos. .467, 2 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Switch hitter batting .400 right-handed, .480 left-handed. Fouls it out of play. Turner Ward, the veteran. 32 years old. Breaking ball, he got over 0-2. Ward went to spring training with the White Sox, Double-A ball club, Birmingham, and was released by Birmingham. Signed in late April as a minor league free agent by Pittsburgh. To .338 at Calgary before coming up. Played in the big leagues for Cleveland, Toronto, and Milwaukee. One and two to Turner Ward. Popped him up. Kevin Stocker calls, puts it away. Turner Ward's out of there, 2 down, and that'll bring up Tony Womack. Womack is 2 for 4 with a triple and a single. He has scored the lone Pirate run.
Garrett Stevenson is emerging a little bit.
Yeah, that's 2 straight really good outings by Stevenson.
Excellent.
Foul backing out of play. The Phillies play him way around to the opposite field in the outfield with a hard-throwing Batalico out there. And Midre Cummings really shallow in center field. One ball and 1 strike to Womack. Blew a fastball by him, 1 and 2. Ground ball. Brony will make the race to the bag himself. This game is over. Phillies have won it by a score of 4-1. Ricky Batalico, his second save in the series. And for Ricky Bo, save number 17 on the year. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Phils win 4-1. Back with the totals and a recap in a moment.